howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and once again, we are having a second cup of coffee with Hope Cain.
Hello, thank you.
Director of the Sulphur Springs Public Library. We've got some very specific things we want to talk with Hope about today. I'll just touch on the fact that your summer reading program is ongoing. And,
yes, ongoing. Tuesday mornings at 10, we have story time.
Yeah.
And Thursday evenings from 5 to 7, we have family game night, which is tons of fun.
Those are great
Love
programs. There's a couple of events coming up with your story time. If we have time, we'll talk more about those.
Story time.
But some things I wanted to talk to you about, and I have for a while, and we haven't had a chance to talk about. I saw a thing on your website here a while back, the Sulphur Springs Public Library website, called Common Sense.
That's right.
And it's a link, and obviously it's a website unto itself, but you have a link to it, and it just seemed to me a really great resource for parents.
It is fantastic. Our website is sslibrary.org. And when you go there, our front page is filled with some links that I think will be extremely valuable to the community.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with Common Sense Media. That's a nonprofit organization based in America. It reviews and provides ratings for media and technology with the goal of providing information on their suitability for children. So movies, TV, books, games, podcasts, apps, and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
They rate and review all of those.
YouTube?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we got to know, we got to be one step ahead of our kids.
Oh, boy.
We got to.
Yeah.
Got to.
You just cannot turn them loose.
No.
Anymore.
No, but it's really great. It's a great tool to have that will help you decide what's best for your child, especially for your young child, but for your teen, your tween, and your teen.
Mm-hmm. And it's written from the point of view of parents with that very much in mind. So
absolutely.
And of course, not all parents are of a single mind as to what's appropriate and what's not appropriate, but at least this is coming from that point of view.
It gives you an idea.
Yeah.
And it gives you the ability to choose. For example, the books specifically are rated on categories like educational value, positive role models, diverse representations, positive messages, violence, sex, romance, and nudity, language, drinking, drugs, and smoking. So you've got the positive end of it, and the more advanced social end of it.
Yeah, well, that pretty well covers the territory, doesn't it? What parents would be
it does.
Would be concerned
and down
about.
At the bottom, you'll see reviews by parents, by kids, the storyline, and what to talk to your kids about, maybe before or after reading the item in question.
That's
if
good.
It's needed.
That's good. But the reviews and the reaction from parents,
right?
That would also be extremely
helpful. So it's fantastic.
Great.
So one other thing, and I want to encourage the public: if you have young teens, I want you to come visit us at the library, because we have more in person to say about Common Sense Media to specific individuals of tweens, teens, young adults about this website specifically. So I encourage you to come into the library and ask us.
Yeah. Does the library staff, yourself and others, can you also consult with parents?
Yes.
On your own?
And we do.
Yeah.
Many times.
Yeah, that's good.
We do.
That's great. All right, there's some other things on your website that we ought to talk about. Resume Maker, which I want to come to, but the thing that caught my attention was this pronunciator. Is that am I saying that correctly?
Absolutely, pronunciator. Yes.
And this is a site to help you learn a foreign language.
Yes.
Wow.
And there's I think they said 120 choices of foreign language. Yes, it's free. Common Sense Media, free.
Yeah.
There's a login, but we have one, and we make that available to the public. Pronunciator, Resume Maker, free.
Yeah.
So many people come in, get on the internet, make a resume, spend an hour, and then they find out it costs $14 to print it out. Like, get on our site; it's free.
And that's the operative word there. So the pronunciator to learn new languages, but as you just mentioned, resume maker is, and what kind of things does it show you about making a resume?
Resume Maker is great. You use your email address to log in. You build your resume for free. It can assist you with making your resume, the buzzwords you want to put on there, a cover letter, interview questions that you might want to practice before you go in, advice on relevant words to use in your letter, salary advice, and job search tools. To use. It's fantastic if you spend the time to take a look at it.
That goes beyond just writing a resume.
It does. Yeah. It does.
So you have a site, we're out of time, but you have another site, which we've talked about in the past, called Libby, which is a great resource for ebooks.
Yep.
Fantastic. So the point being that your website is really useful.
sslibrary.org, or just give us a call, 903-885-4926. So we're here for you guys.
Terrific. We won't get a chance to talk about it again, but I'll just mention that at your story hour on Tuesday, July 16th, Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. Santa will be there.
Well, that just sounds really great. as hot as it has been, hopefully we can kind of channel some of that Christmas weather.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Hope, thanks for having the second cup of coffee with us
you.
again. Hope Cain is the director of the Sulphur Springs Public Library. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.